The T app exposes women in this way, right? The ones that I have been seeing, it makes me question women, right? There's one guy on here. He has a heart, like a broken heart tattoo right here. And then he has a dollar sign with like dripping blood right here, right? In the comment section is full of delusional ass women. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to look at this man and know that he's no fucking good. Oh, and then he has the bag dollar sign of money in the middle of his neck. What a stand up husband he would be, right? So someone puts, don't talk to him, he has a bunch of kids. Don't talk to him, he steals. He fucking looks like it. He fucking looks like it. I'm not looking at him, I'm looking at you. You're the dummy. So I'm like, I dare somebody to comment, well, I could have told you that and I never met the man. Some of these guys are like visual red flags. And I don't see how you thought somebody wouldn't know. I'm thinking you're going to post somebody like Taylor from Love Island who looked like he wouldn't harm a fly or be deceptive. Y'all are posting men who visibly look like they're nothing but shit in human form. Like, the money bag tattoo enough on his neck was enough for me to know he wouldn't be a good candidate for anything.
Well, 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 well. After a whole month, after a whole month of that app being out, look at where we are today. Stage one, the data breach happened on the app, and you just saw all of the women that were on the app trying to get into the app. You even had one of the, I think she worked for the government. I mean, this was crazy. This is crazy. Like, why would you even use your government ID for that? But hey, right, once again, when it comes down to just hating on men, when it comes down to trying to assert your dominance, thinking that you have the power to be able to just ruin somebody's life, this is what happens. This is what happens. You end up running into a brick wall. Now, stage two, these women are posting these men, and they use the excuse that, well, we post these men because we want to help other women, because these men could be, let's go ahead and use it. Let's go ahead and use what they love to use all the time to try to go ahead and depict men as a whole. Oh, well, we need to protect women from the abusers. We need to let everybody know who's the rapist. We need it. But then we already know a lot of your women cap and lie just because a man may not want to mess with them, because a man may have hit and dipped, and some woman feels some type of way about that. So, hey, guess what? This man did something to me last night. And you honestly think that excuse is really going to try to cover up the big reason as to why women are jumping on this platform and app. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Women are using this app just so they can go ahead and trash men and down men and bash men. That's all they want to do. That's all they want to do. But the funny thing about this, right? The funny thing about this is it's showing us how women really pick men, how women pick partners. The fact that this sister is saying that, dude, you can literally see the type of man that she's dealing with, and you know for a fact that's not even somebody you're supposed to deal with. Back here again, having the same conversation. Back here again, talking about the exact same thing, because we still have women choosing piss poor men. And guess what? They think they have a ground to where they can just trash men in peace. No, you're going to have some other sisters, man, who are pointing this stuff out. You're going to have other women who are seeing this and pointing this stuff out and saying this does not make any sense. Why are you sitting up here asking about this guy in a negative manner just to then see everybody else be delusional with you? But then you really have somebody out there, a sister out there, who's looking at this like, dude, you don't even you didn't even have to tell anybody about this. You knew this guy was bad. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But yet we would like to point fingers at men when it's like, ma'am, at the end of the day, these are the type of men that y'all are dealing with that y'all don't have to deal with. These are the type of men y'all choose to deal with. Y'all don't have to deal with them. But here are two other sisters who raise great points. I mean, especially the second one, where she's like, yo, listen, we have to go. We need to go ahead and go back to arranged marriages, because this is ridiculous. This right here is ridiculous.
T app is exposing women more than they do the men. Not only does it highlight the fact that women don't have standards, but they don't even have options either. They have no options. This is why they rotate the same Groupon peen. It made me realize realized that women had absolutely no standards when they were posting dudes like this and saying that that's their baby daddy and that he let them play in her face. And I was like, you let that climb up on top of you, fuck on you, put a baby up in you, cheat on you, and mistreat you. You let that. That's when I realized women have no standards when it comes to men, let alone discernment. T-App gave a whole new meaning to Groupon peen because not only do you let motherfuckers with no teeth, the shade of butter, fuck on y'all, but y'all share the same peen. Because ain't no fucking way. And then I started to do some research on the HIV STD rate since y'all like to come out and admit that you let these motherfuckers fuck on you raw. Black women make up 13% of the U.S. population. Just 13%. And for those who don't understand math, it's 13% of 380 million. But yet the total number of HIV cases as of 2023, black women make up 50% of the total HIV cases. And then my FYP was filled with T-App DMV edition. You know, the DMV is like one of the top 10 highest HIV cases. So not only are you letting these toothless, dirty, nasty motherfuckers fuck on you raw, but y'all contracting HIV in the process. Miami is number 1. So that whole, but she's pretty, she's gorgeous, her body is tea, and she's probably HIV positive too. The hypocrisy is so loud. The double standards is fucking disgusting. Because y'all are about as trifling as the men.
A lot of you bitches is really weird with this T-App, okay? Like, I thought the T-App was going to be made to be like, hey, stay away from him. He puts his hands on people. He can't be trusted around kids. He's got a bad habit. He takes stuff out your purse. No, you guys are literally saying like, oh, he stood me up or he cheated or whatever. And like you posting a dude and I'm like, he looked like he do that. And you're surprised? Like, are you surprised or just disappointed that you weren't the exception? You know what I mean? So I was on y'all's side, but now I'm not on your side anymore. Just go back to having arranged marriages, honestly, because like you clearly can't pick for yourself or whatever. And for the guys that is being talked about, I'm going to go ahead and do you a favor and let you know what's being said about you in the app. So you already know what to do. If you want to know what's being said about you in the app, just let me know because these bitches is really weird at this point. Like, I really do apologize for what I said. Like, I was all like, oh, like the dudes is weird for wanting to know. But like, no, you have the right.
Yes, I honestly think you should go back to arranged marriages where the father is picking your boyfriend. The father is picking your husband. Why? Because you're going to continue to keep seeing women constantly use the excuse that, hey, we need to have all of these apps that are really just to sit here and down men. But hey, we need to have these apps to keep other women away from these rapists, away from these abusers. They will always try to find an excuse just so they can go ahead and indulge in some degenerative bull. And when you look at the people that they're dealing with, you're like, I know for a fact your father wouldn't sit here and allow you to date a guy like that. Let's just be honest. But hey, because we have women who, as soon as they turn 18, they're liberated. They want to be able to date who they want to date. They want to be able to make the choices that they want to make. They think that they can be the exception to the rule. They think that they can change somebody, but you can't. And then when you end up getting into these situations where you then have to find yourself on the T-App posting about a guy, it just shows that you struggle at picking men. If you are a woman and you've been on a T-App to then upload another person, to upload a human being, to upload a man, ma'am, that means you have a bad taste in men. That means you just have a bad taste in men. Now, I get there are some women who might want to jump on the T-App and just be like, let me see, let me slide my husband in there, let me slide my boyfriend in there. You don't know, you might see something. But for the most part, man, that's where, if you already know he's constantly doing his thing, he's working, he's doing what he's supposed to do, why even try to open up those doors? Because once again, it doesn't keep anybody from then trying to say, okay, I want to go ahead and mess up their marriage. I want to mess up the relationship. Yeah, I seen him do this. Yeah, I seen him do that. Yeah. But then really she's trying to get behind the scenes and mess with the guy. But I mean, like, guys, this right this right here is ridiculous. But I agree with her. We need to have arranged marriages, man. We need to. We need to, bro. Just because, and I know it's not going to happen because feminism is not going to allow it. Because then feminism will start making the excuse that, hey, well, how are you going to tell me what's good for me, what man is good for me when I don't even want to date him? You're forcing me to be with a guy that I don't even want to be with. He might be this person, he might be that person, but it's like, I bet you your father has your best interest at heart. So obviously he's going to pick maybe not a man that you might find attractive or overly attractive, but he's going to find a man that he knows, hey, he mirrors me. Hey, he mirrors men that are of a certain status. So I would want my daughter to deal with this guy. But your women are not going to allow that. The women are going to complain about it. They're going to say, well, now you trying to dictate us. Here you go, trying to tell us what we can and can't do. But it's like if we don't, you end up on a T app complaining about men that you knew for a fact you shouldn't be dealing with. But hey, man, listen, this is our society today. But do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below. What do you guys think about this?